And it's another episode of Stinger's complaints about the X-Bone as well as the games that you buy for X-Bone. So here's a little Call of Duty Search and Rescue gameplay. There's a couple good little highlights in here that are pretty funny that you'll enjoy. But been spent the whole day of Saturday playing my X-Bone and really hate it. I mean, it's the next system, so it doesn't really matter. It's like the next version of Windows, except it doesn't come out as often as Windows. But just as soon as you think you have Windows figured it out, they go in and instead of just improving Windows, that's all you have to do. Just improve it, make it work, make it do more stuff. They won't allow that. They won't add extra tabs. They won't add extra features. They have to change the whole fucking thing and turn it upside down on its head. It's so stupid because they're trying to recreate the wheel, and it's like, no, what you have is good. Now perfect it, make it better, improve upon it, and you don't have to sit here and reinvent the whole thing to make it work. Um, and my complaints probably are, and I don't really appreciate this death here, but at least there was a very quick revive. But the problems with the X-Bone is the menu setup, just trying to navigate to taking chat invites, game invites. If you don't take that game invite, it basically, when you get your X-Bone, you have to have a quick reflex, and you got to know whose game you're going to join as soon as that invite comes in. Otherwise, you got to hunt through fucking goddamn 19 menus to get to the fucking game invite. You'll see when you get it. As far as graphics quality, I mean, yeah, I guess it's good. I mean, it's not bad, and I do enjoy this part. I mean, I don't know why this guy just kept shooting and shooting, but you can see that it actually reduced the score. But there's justice. Um, but it's just odd how many menus you have to go through in order to accept an invite. I still haven't quite figured out the whole followers friend thing. Doesn't matter. I only had the Xbox for a week, the X-Bone for a week, and I have one game, Titanfall, and there's a good side and a bad side to Titanfall. The bad side is, well, there's a lot of bad sides to it, and but I'm gonna do the bad, and then I'll finish out on the good. On the bad side of Titanfall, number one, all I wanted to do was play the campaign. Well, guess what? There is a campaign. It's multiplayer though. You have to be online, and you have to be in multiplayer to be able to. That's right. You have to be online in order to play the campaign. Basically, all it is certain maps with the certain game types, with talking in the background, bunch of yapping in the background, so that you can't hear so that you can't tell what's actually going on in the game. And of course, you have to go through and you got to beat it. And I don't want to ruin the whole premise of the game, but I don't think I'm ruining it by saying you beat it on one side, and then you have to go back and you have to beat it through the other side, like whoever the enemy was. So you basically are playing the same maps two times. Well, you have to win as that group each time. So here's the bad side. The deal is you have to, once you get into a lobby, first off, it'll play a fucking game 5-on-2. I'll tell you that right now. You could be two people, and it'll start up a fucking game 5-on-2. It'll start a game 2-on-2. So that's pretty shitty. It's 96 seconds, but it's almost 90 seconds between matches. If it has to fully start over, that's kind of shitty. I mean, I just don't understand how the basic concept of you need to level out the teams. Well, here's another thing. The teams never change. So that sounds good, but the thing is, at least in Call of Duty, if you're playing solo and you get the same 12 guys, it's going to shuffle up those 12 guys on you all the time, right? You're going to have a different 6-man team each game. So you're going to have a potentially different outcome unless the other group, the other side is partied up. Well, not in Titanfall. In Titanfall, You get into that group, you get a shitty team. You got a fucking shitty team, bro. You got a shitty team until you fucking back out of the lobby and start all over again. It's really kind of shitty. Once you beat it as one side, then you can choose any of those missions on that side over again. That way you can go back and try to get the win. And then on the and then what happens is once you beat it on the second side, then that makes it available there too. But here's the trick: you can't fucking choose which side. So in other words, if you beat it as the IMC and now you need to beat that map as militia, you can't pick militia. There's no fucking way to choose the side. It's fucking stupid. And when you get stuck on that shitty fucking team, when you get stuck on that crap team, it sucks balls when you get stuck on that shitty team because you're with that shitty team for the rest of the fucking time you're on. Everything is always connecting. You will see swirling fucking connecting screens more than you actually play the game. Again, this is the problem because it's all online. The campaign is online. There's no campaign that the campaign mode does not allow you to just play a fucking story. You're now, don't get me wrong, whether you win or lose, the story progresses, so it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you'll see the whole storyline. But what the fuck is that? I mean, Jesus Christ, even Call of Duty comes up with a fucking storyline, to kind of introduce you to it before they throw you to the fucking wolves so you can kind of understand the concepts. So, pretty shitty there. Now, the good side. No quick scopes. Yes, they still have the shitty spawn system, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. I have to say that yeah, and I'm sorry guys, I had to send Redmond this message because he's sending me the invites and I gotta quickly do it between rounds, but don't worry, you didn't miss any good gameplay. I like the now on TitanFAIL, I don't like the jumping too much, but I do like that they allow you to you have to escape if you lose, so you have to try to one more chance for the bad guys to get you. The Titan thing is okay. It's not all that. I hope y'all like that shot. Come on, that was fucking pretty cool. The Titan thing's all right. It's not bad. There's a lot. I think there is a lot of action. There's definitely a lot of running around. I'm not a big fan of the jump and the double jump. It's not as bad as what I thought it would be, but it's also a sci-fi game. I don't think I'd want to see that, but on Call of Duty, which I know we're going to be in for it. The classes I think are very balanced. I've been playing. They have an LMG. They have a assault rifle. They have pistols. They have and everything's kind of even as far as it's like if you're doing a shotgun, you're gonna win the gunfights up close, but you can't win them far away. If the sniper rifle, it has a slow rate of fire, so you need to be far away. So I mean, it's kind of cool because it's kind of balanced. There's not a whole lot of class selection, so I don't know about that. But did I say there's no quick scoping? I mean, there's no fucking bullshit ass quick scoping. You still get a shitty spawn here and there, but I do like the way the classes are set up is not too bad. There's not a whole lot of classes, and I hope y'all enjoy Argyle's gameplay here. It was pretty funny. I was glad I recorded it because it got pretty good there for a minute. But anyway, I don't know, and I guess my thoughts are, if you're gonna go buy an Xbox One, don't buy a TitanFAIL as your first game because it requires an always-on internet, and sometimes you just want to play a fucking campaign and just play an online game, just play against AI. You're not gonna get to do that on TitanFAIL, so get a different game than that. Otherwise, TitanFAIL, I understand why it's not the COD killer, but at the same time, yeah, as frustrating as it is, it could be a lot worse. Anyway, I'll put a new one on soon. See y'all next time.